Hello, everyone. Welcome. Okay, I'm just plugging in a microphone. Okay. So, hello, everybody. My name is Melinda Hart. You are watching Stamping with Hart. Today, we are going to be recreating this card here. Can I show that without that looking too bright? Okay, so this is the card that I was showing on the Monday tip video using our banners Pick-a-Punch. So today I thought we would recreate the card for a couple of reasons. But again, I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up, and I also have a giveaway today. So I am giving away the Timeless Tulips bundle. And I figured what I will do is I will pick the winner first. I had comments on the actual live stream, and then I had a comment or two after the live stream. So I am so grateful to everybody who subscribed, left a comment, participated in the live stream. I'm still learning, but we're getting there. So anyway, I have all of the names in this cup here, and I just figured I would shake it up and then pull a winner. So if you are watching live, welcome, come on in, leave me a comment, and then I'll pick a winner, I'll post it, and I'm going to tell you where to go to get me your information so that we can get you your bundle. Okay, so let me just go ahead. I don't want to look inside. I just want to pick a name. All right, here we go. So here's the cup. I have the name, and let's see. Okay, it is, can you guys see that? Robin is amazing. Okay, so let me see if I can switch my camera here so that I can show this winner. And, okay. So Robin is amazing. If you could do me a favor, I'm going to have you email me. Now, the one thing that is in my description on the YouTube video and also that I want to mention is that I can only mail things within the United States. Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, there are different demonstrators who are international, just depending on your country. So I can only do it within the country. But Robin is amazing. You are the winner. So if you can email me, I'm going to post my email address. Let me do that. So, all right, I'm going to put up this banner. Okay, so if you can email me at stampingwithhart@gmail.com, send me your address, your name, your address, and I will mail this bundle to you. And if you could do it within the next 2 weeks, if you don't claim it in 2 weeks, I will pick another winner. But if you send me that information, I will go ahead and mail it out to you. So congratulations. I'm going to put you up on the banner here. Okay. And where did it go? Sorry, Robin. Hang on. Let me do this one just one more time. All right. So today's winner. I'm freezing. My apologies. Banner. There we go. Okay, so today's winner, Robin is amazing. All right, and then it looks like I have some comments here. So Let me see. Oh yeah, I definitely have some interesting comments here, and I'm not sure how to block him. Let's see. Oh, hi, Jason. So good to see you. Okay, so if you happen to see those comments from the spammer, I don't know what we call them, troll spammer, I'm sorry about that. I've never had that happen before, but I guess there's a first time for everything, and I bet you it is because I'm also live streaming on YouTube. So anyway, all right, learning as we go, block the user. Let's get back to it. Jason, I'm so happy to have you here. And so today we are going to be making a card using the Warm Hugs stamp set. Now, I don't know if anybody else is as excited about the pumpkin spice latte as I am, but they released it yesterday. And I just thought it would be fun to celebrate, because to me, that is like the initial kickoff of all of our holiday drinks and fun. So I thought today we'll make a card, and then tomorrow we'll actually decorate some coffee cups, just in case you're going to be doing like little care packages or sending anybody anything. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm just going to oh, I see. Okay, Jason, thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Boy, they're really showing up this morning, aren't they? Okay, well, here we go. I'll just keep checking, and I will keep blocking if that's what I need to do. So let me go ahead and switch my camera here. I'll keep an eye on comments as we work. All right, I'm going to try to keep this brief today. Look at this mess. Let me see if I can move this out of the way. Okay, so I'm sorry about the chaos on my desk here. I was kind of designing, well, not designing, but going through my catalog and everything, trying to get the table ready right before the live. All right, so I'm just going to put Robin over here, and let's go ahead and talk about the card. So here we go. And I'm just going to take this banner down so that you guys can see the card. All right, so just a super cute, simple little card that we're going to be working with today. I didn't do the inside of the card yet, so maybe we can do that together. But we are going to be using products from, this is the Heartwarming Hugs Suite, and this is from the August to December 2020 mini catalog. And I see that I have, okay, that should be better. Sorry, you guys. These are the gift cards. We'll bring those back in a minute. Okay, so the main thing that I am going to be focusing on, at least for today's card, are the stamps. So let me show you on this page because they'll be bigger. Okay, so on page 10 here, we're going to be focusing on the Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy, I Like You a Latte. And the only reason I'm pointing that out is because these were the ones that I had done in the tip video. Okay, but for the card that we're going to be making today, it's Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. All right, and then we have these adorable little cups here, and depending on whether you want coffee or tea or cocoa or whatever. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and start telling you everything that I am using. So I am also using the Plaid Tidings. Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm using the Plaid Tidings. This is the paper. You can also get this as a suite, and that's on page 57. But we're going to be using this paper today right down here in the corner. I love that paper. I'm going to be pulling in some cinnamon cider as well. So real red, cinnamon cider, whisper white, basic black is what we're going to be working with here. So I already have some of this stuff pre-cut, but let me just show you what I did. So when I'm making like what I consider to be easier cards, I just take a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper or cardstock in this case. So this is the basic black cardstock. And then with my paper trimmer, I literally cut it in half. So I I cut it at 4 1/4. And then I actually score the cards here at 5 1/2. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 is the size of the card. Because I had already cut this in advance, I already have our card base here. And then the next thing that we're going to be using is, this is Whisper White, but it has been embossed. This embossing folder is actually from our annual catalog. Let me see if I have the annual catalog sitting around near me. No, I'll have to put it in the after live. I literally just had a catalog sitting here. Well, that's okay. Okay, so I will get you the name of this. I will get you the name of this embossing folder, but I love that wood grain look, and I thought that that would be a nice addition. So we're gonna add this to the card, and I like to have kind of like for myself, I kind of like the 1/4 inch frame here. So let me go ahead and we're going to cut this down to 4. Okay, so this has already been cut to 4, and then we'll cut this to 5 1/4. All right, so we have this here. I really like the way that frame looks. Okay, and of course you could just do it like this, but I'm going to add in a piece of the plaid paper as well. So I've already been cutting this up and using this, but I want the brown side. So again, we're just going to cut this to 4 inches. I'm just going to put this right on top of my layering piece. So this layering piece here. Okay. I think that looks great. So let me just get you the measurements on that. So it is actually 4 by 3 1/8. Okay. All right. So we're going to add this. And then I also want to get some ribbon here. So I have 2 different pieces of the ribbon. I actually have the 2020-2022 in color. This is cinnamon cider ribbon. You can find this in the annual catalog, the 2020-2021 annual catalog. We're going to be adding a little bit of that. And we're also going to be adding in some of the real red, what do they call this? Braided linen trim. This is also from Warm Hugs. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off just a little bit. So let's see. We just want it enough that we can wrap it around the card. Okay. All right. So the card is 4 inches. I would recommend cutting it to maybe 4 1/2 or 5, just depending on how much you need in terms of your extras. All right, and then we're also going to get our banner for the Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. This was already stamped, but I'll show you how I did this. All right, so I'm just going to line this up at the 1 inch mark. Actually, let me go a little over here. Looks like I didn't stamp that one perfectly evenly. That's okay. I'm just going to cut here and then I'll trim it up. Have a little extra tail on that. And then on this side, I'm just going to trim it down just a little bit. Lining this up at 1. Still a little bit tight. Okay. So we have this piece, and now, I really did not get that right, you guys. Let me fix that. All right. Let me try that one more time. Just gonna move my computer back. Okay, that's definitely better. Okay. So we have this, and now I'm actually going to go a size down. So this is the 1 inch, and then we're going to go to the 3/4 inch to do our coffee cups. Okay, so let me just look at the original card here, and we used this banner flag side. Okay, so we're going to do that same thing here. I'm just going to get you the measurement. So it's a little bit tucked underneath this ribbon too, so let me count the ribbon. Looks like it is 1 3/4, just about 1 3/4. So we're going to do 2 of those. And then I'm going to go back to my punch. Here's my punch. Okay, so let's feed it in this one. Just going to flip it over so that you can see as I punch. Okay, we have our little edge here. And then let me trim that one down. I actually really like this. I think that's cute. I'm going to have to use that in something. Okay, so back to did I say 1 3/4 or 2 3/4? What is going on with me today? 1. All right, 1 3/4, you guys. I'm sorry about that. All right. So let me fix this one. All right, and so we'll use those for our coffee cups. So let's go ahead and we'll do a little bit of stamping. So if you haven't seen the tip video, and I don't know if I can link it in the replay or not, but if I can, I'll link the tip video to this one once it's posted to YouTube after the fact. But for now, let me go ahead and just do a little bit of stamping for you. So I had used this block to actually stamp them 2 at a time. But if you're going to stamp individually like I am today, I'm just going to use my single block here. Okay, my Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy. And now let me just get the 1 inch. So for the 1 inch, you can see we're using opposite banners here. So this is the one, I've been calling them innie and outie. I know there are official words for this and I need to figure out what they are. But we're going to do the one that points downward instead of the one that points inward. Okay, so let me cut this down. I'm going to trim this one too. Here we go. Trimmer. The day that I do not have this cord in my videos is going to be a great day. Okay. Here we go. All right. I'm going to cut this one a little, well, that's about the same actually. So I'm going to cut this to 2 inches though, just to give myself a little extra room in case I make a mistake. All right, so we're going to be using the Cinnamon Cider ink. Just going to ink this up. Got that a little bit crooked. Let's try again. That one's better. Okay, and then let's do our little coffee cups. So let me grab another block here. And then let's get our stamp set. Remind me to mention, have a hoot. All right, so we're going to take our outer coffee cup. This is the line image. And we'll stamp this one first. I think that that is so adorable, you guys. Okay. And you'll have to let me know, are you a coffee or a tea drinker, or a cocoa or hot cider? Okay, so there are our coffee cups. Now the next step will be to do the filler, which is a really cute little design. I'm going to stick with the same color. I'm still going to do the cinnamon cider. I love this color for fall. I love this color for coffee. All right, I'm just going to line this up. Absolutely love it. Okay. So far, no more comments, so that's a good thing. That made me nervous, which is what they want, right? So I shouldn't admit. I shouldn't admit that it made me nervous. Okay. And now they also have an option. So if you're doing a warm drink, which is what I think of when I think of Eat, Drink, and Be Cozy, I always think of warmth. There's like this little steamy image that you can use. It's this image here, and I did not put it. I did not put it back, you guys. What did I do with that? I had everything set off to the side, but of course, when you go live, this is the way this stuff goes. All right, well, so let me just show you the difference here because I don't want to waste your time looking for it, but I will be more prepared for tomorrow's live, that I promise. So for your little steamy for the drink, that's what that looks like right there. And one thing that I wanted to show you was the handles on this card are colored in, but they're not colored in here. And what had happened was when I was making this card, I didn't stamp the filler of the cup perfectly. So I ended up taking, I also have the Stampin' Blends in Cinnamon Cider. So if you have the coordinating Stampin' Blend to your ink that you're using for your project and you don't stamp it exactly right, like it was fine here, but not here, I just kind of colored the whole cup in to try to fix my boo-boo. Okay, so let me just, for the sake of continuity here, this is the Cinnamon Cider Light. And I'm just going to take the brush tip, this tip here. Okay, it's the thinner tip. And I'm just going to fill this in. And since I don't have my little squiggly stamp, which I guarantee you the minute I end this live, I will find it right next to me. But since I don't have that, I could always draw it on, right? So let's just take a look and see. So if this happens to you, okay. All right. One little extra add-on that you could do are these. These are the 2020-2022 in color enamel dots, and they have all 5 of the in colors. So we'll be using the cinnamon cider. I had actually put them right in the center of the coffee cups right here. And of course, that is not like a necessary thing that you would have to do, but I just thought it was a cute little touch, you know, for the card. So let me just pop these right in the center. My little, they're separating on me. This little dot is separating. I wonder if I can fix that real quick. So if that happens to you, if your little enamel dot separates, I'm just going to take a little bit of our fine tip glue pen. Well, always on the line. Okay, and then I'm just going to slide this right on top. Okay, and we'll just give that a second to dry. Just the same thing here. I'm going to do just a little dab here. And then I'll slide this right over. Or not. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to give those a moment to dry. Okay, so while we're doing that, we can go ahead and we can start assembling our card. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. I must have separated it when I was pulling it off of the sheet. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put my plaid piece. Let me cover up my little tip. Make sure you close your fine tip glue pen right away so it doesn't get clogged or dried out. Okay. And I'm just going to put some adhesive. And line this up to the edge of the card. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run some adhesive right along the edge here. going to take my cinnamon cider. I'm going to lay it right over top. I'm going to do about half here so that I have a little of that adhesive left for my other strip. Just pulling the ribbon taut so that it looks straight. Okay, so let me do the same thing with our braided trim. And you know, there's going to be a little bit of a flap here, and we'll tuck our banners right underneath it. Okay, so let me, same thing on the other side, on the back side. We will just secure these down. Okay. And it gives like just a really nice, straight, clean line. All right. And then we can start putting on our sentiments, our little banner sentiments. We have our eat, drink, and be cozy. And then I'm actually, let's see. Nervous, I'm going to knock that off. It stayed. Okay. Looks like I lost my little piece on this one. I'm going to try to put another one on. Here it is. Here's the little guy. I know that's not going to work, so let me do this one more time. What I should probably do is set a block on it. Okay, so the other little additions that we have here was I put an additional sentiment up here, and this one's on me. Merry Christmas is actually still from Warm Hugs. Okay, this one's on me. Merry Christmas. And then this outer edge, this, I am so sorry, but I had actually mixed. I was working with a different Christmas set, and I used the die from the other set instead of the Warm Hugs set. So let me just show you what the Warm Hugs dies look like. This is the one that I should have used. Okay, so these are the Warm Hugs. Well, there's an official name for it, for the dies. But I should have used either this one or this one when I was making the card, so I could kind of keep it within the same suite. But I was working on a different project, and I had grabbed the one from that Wonder of the Season suite. So I just wanted to make you aware of that if you're wondering where this little die piece is. So we also put these little snowflakes everywhere. And again, that's a totally, you know, optional choice if you want to add in your little snowflakes. This little star is actually from the Paper Pumpkin kit. I think that just this past month from July. August Paper Pumpkin is amazing, you guys, and I'm going to be working on that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to point that out just so that you know the differences. Now, you could just leave the card like this. You could leave it plain like this and just set it right on. Or you could even like do like a little pocket like on the front of the card with the gift card holder. Or you could do it on the, you know, the inside of your card. But one thing that I thought was going to be really cute for layering And again, this is mixing and matching, so it's just an option. But because we're saying like, oh, eat, drink, and be cozy, I just thought that this image right here of these two little owls, don't they look so cozy? I just thought that that was so cute. So I thought that that would be so sweet to put here on this card, just if you're looking for options. So if you want to keep it, you know, to the sentiment, you can. If you want to add, you know, from another one of your stamp sets, you can. If you want to keep just a nice, clean card image, you can. But I just thought that this was so cute. So I'm going to stamp these guys if you don't mind. And I'm going to add the two of them just because I think that they are so sweet. So let me, this one, he also looks cozy with his little present. This guy right up here. He is also really cute. Or she, just depending on what your preference is for your cards. And all right, so you can see that this is like a whole image where they have like the mistletoe and all of that. I don't want to do the mistletoe. All I really want to do are the owls. So let me see if I can ink that up. Like, I don't mind having the branch and stuff, but I don't want the mistletoe. So I'm inking this. I should be using my Memento black ink, but this is the archival ink. Okay. And let's stamp this on a piece of Whisper White. This is a gigantic piece. Let me see if I can do a smaller piece here. I have a little extra from when I was embossing. Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and close this. I am going to take my Stampin' Blends. Now, I've never used Stampin' Blends with my archival ink, so we'll see how this one goes. But I figured I would just color these in with my cinnamon cider. I just think that the Have a Hoot bundle is just the cutest. My son loves owls. He watches a lot of videos that have like the cartoon owls. Okay, and then I'm going to take the cinnamon cider in the dark, which that should be right around here too. And let me color the other one in with the darker shade. All right, and then I'm just going to grab some orange for their beaks and their feet. And then should I also do the branch cinnamon cider or should I make that green? I'm just going to we'll just kind of keep it mostly one color. But you could very easily add in a green there. Okay. And let me just grab the pumpkin pie. We're going to do the pumpkin pie dark. That blends. Maybe I should have done red. Whatever colors you decide, it'll be adorable. Okay, and then, so let me get my dies. Just thinking about this die here. How cute is that? That fits right in there. I just think that that is so sweet. So what I would do to make that stand out was I would probably color that like a different color in the background, like a lighter blend, so that it doesn't just disappear in there. But let me just go here. I just want to make sure everything's looking good. Okay, good. And no more nasty comments. All right, so I don't have my Stampin' Emboss machine up yet, so let me do this instead. So you would just run this through your die cutting machine. Okay. I am going to punch it just for the sake of time, but let's just take a look here. So I have the 1.5 and I have the 2-inch punch, and let's see what is the better size for this. Probably 2, but let's see if the image would fit. So if I wanted to do like a little layering piece, I could try to squeeze it in here. But I would cut off a little bit of their wings. So if I do the 2-inch, that's a really nice size for them. So if you have the 2 1/4, of course you could do that too, but I'm going to punch these out. We'll just pretend that I used my die for it. All right, and then you could do just a little bit of, coloring here on the, on the outer edge. What I think I might do is take my ink pad just to kind of give it a border. So just looking, here it is. Here's my Real Red ink. And yes, I know, Real Red, that's a risk, right? But let's just see if we can do it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to pull, just running it around, getting an edge on there. So if you let it sit on the ink pad for a minute, you can kind of get it a little bit on the border there. And if you don't have an actual layering piece or a frame like I don't right at this moment, it could be a good alternate option. All right, so we're just going to let that dry for 1 moment. Now let's go ahead and put a piece on the inside of the card. So I'm just going to take my paper trimmer a sheet of Whisper White. I'm going to cut that for 4 and 5 1/4 inches. Okay, so this is at the 4-inch mark. And then we'll trim it to 5 1/4. I'm just going to put this on the inside of the card. I finally did get my stamp and seal, so I'll start using that soon. Just lining it up, pressing it down. Okay. And then if you want to put an inside sentiment, you can. The one thing that I wanted to do here, I was experimenting. I was thinking about doing a gift card holder on the inside. Okay, so, and I was thinking about using the wrap for the coffee mug to do it, just as an alternate to see how that would look. And you can see, like, I scored them both at a 1/2 inch. And on this side, it folds in okay, but as our curve changes, the measurements change. We get a little overlap here. So I'm just going to trim this down. Okay. And then I was going to take this decorative piece to make like a little seal at the bottom and see if that would work. So we want the curve to go into the same direction. Again, these are the dies that come with the Warm Hug Suite. So let me just try this real quick and see if this would actually work. This is not anything that they would see. This is actually the back. Okay. I just want to see if this little pocket would work. I'm going to just snip this off. Just this little bit of excess, okay? And then I would put that here and see if I could tuck my gift card into it. So let's see if this would work. I mean, it's definitely staying in there. So that's what the back would look like. This is an old gift card, by the way. I don't think there's anything on it. All right. So let's just add that on. I think that that's adorable. And then I'm just gonna I'm only putting the adhesive on the outer parts so that my pocket doesn't have any glue, so that when we stick our card in there, okay. And then I'm going to recreate that just one more time so that you can see what I did there. Okay, so here would be our gift card. So if you're going to have your gift card in here, and then just depending on, you know, whose gift card it is or whatever you want, you could either put your sentiment, like, so that you don't hide your sentiment, you could put it either like here, or you could put it here. So if you get the suite, you actually get 2 different stamp sets. And if you get just this, the Warm Hugs, it's right here somewhere. Here we go. If you buy the suite, you're going to get both stamp sets. If you're just buying an individual stamp set and you have this, you know, that's what you can do. So you could either just say, you know, Happy Christmas, so very merry. You could do, you know, your little circle on the inside here if you would want to. If you do have the option to do you know, if you do have the second stamp set, if you do actually get the suite, you could do all of these. It's the most wonderful time of the year. A little something for you. That's one of my personal favorites. Friends and family are the truest gifts of Christmas. Like they're all so sweet, and they would all work on this card. I think what I'm going to go with here is it's the most wonderful time of year. And then I'm going to use the cinnamon cider. Okay, so here we go. All right. So let's do the finishing touches on the front of our card. Now on my first card, I had actually raised it up because I had a little bit of the ribbon here, but honestly, it's not very thick. So I think I would be safe to just put it flat on the card. If you feel more comfortable putting it up on dimensionals, then go for it. I'm just going to put a little extra adhesive over the ribbon there to help that stay down. Just lining this up. All right, and then let's add our little owls. And next time I will actually have my stamp and cut and embossment machine ready to go, and we'll use everything from the suite. Okay, and so we can add these guys, and I am going to use dimensionals for them. Hi, Mary. I have to put this up and show you guys. Nip the wings is not a good thing. I agree 100%, Mary. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. And you're having your coffee. That's awesome. Hello. I'm so happy to have you here. Yeah, it's so cool. No, we definitely don't want to nip their wings. That would make me sad. So let's see. I'm glad I went with the 2-inch. So let's see here. I'm just gonna line this up. I kind of wanted to overlap just a little bit. I'm gonna take this down so you guys can see. Okay, so I just want this to overlap just like a little bit, just right touch there on the red. Okay, and then here are our little snowflakes. So let me just show you how I did the snowflakes. I won't do as many because we'll be here forever, but let me do like 2 or 3. So I used my take your pick tool, which of course naturally, do I not see it on the table right now? It's always right next to my computer, but you know what? It's okay. Oh, here it is. Found it, you guys. Okay. So the take your pick tool has like a little sticky side, and that's what I use to grab out the snowflakes. Okay, so you have a couple of different like options with your sequins. They have sequins in here. They have little stars in here. There are a variety of sizes, and then you have the actual snowflakes. I have a ton of these little adhesive dots that I always get in my paper pumpkin kit. I'm a paper pumpkin subscriber, so I get a ton of these. So I just use these. Okay. And then I just put a couple down. So you would just pick where you would want those to go. Okay, we'll do 3. You could go crazy, do as many as you want. Okay, and then we're just going to pop our little snowflakes right on top. So just grabbing it with my take your pick tool, putting it down, grabbing it, putting it down. You see that? And then let me grab one more, grabbing it and putting it down. Okay, so on that one, you can see just the differences, the slight differences with the cards. Okay, I personally love the snowflakes all over it. I mean, I would go crazy. And then on the inside of the card is where you can have your, if you need a little alternate use for your cup holder, there it is. And you could pop either money or a gift card or tickets or whatever it is that you like to give out at the holidays. If you're the person who picks up coffee for your coworkers, for those people who actually are still in the office together or, you know, at a facility, you know, the essential workers, anything like that, like it could be really nice to do that. So for today's video, we're going to stop here. This is really just about a way to, you know, eat, drink, and be cozy. And I'm going to actually create a care package out of this. So tomorrow we're going to do a coffee set. And then you could either just put your little gift card in your, you know, your coffee holder and your little coffee cups. But it'll be cute. So yeah, I am so happy to have been able to be here with you this morning. Robin is amazing. If you haven't already heard, you are the winner of the Timeless Tulips bundle. So if you could email me, let me just put my email address up just one more time. Okay, so email me at stampingwithhart@gmail.com. Let me know your address. I can only ship within the United States, and please claim it within the next 2 weeks, or we will do another giveaway. We'll give it to somebody else. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate having all of you here today, and I will see you again tomorrow morning at 7:30. Bye.